Hey everybody, thank you all for tapping in. I just wanted to come on. I want to do a recap of this week's trading and also go over some graduate and graduation opportunities for your college student, and it could be anybody who just does not have an idea of what they want to do, but you want to give them the opportunity to learn how to trade. I will be offering to graduates, and I'm making this exclusive for graduates, undergrads, and people like under 25 because they have a fresh brain. They have not been out here trading and trying to learn from any and everybody, and there is no reason they can absorb this material and have a career over the summer. So I want to dive into that and also give us a preview of the earnings in this coming week because they're going to be big. We got Nvidia. So drop in the chat. I got the discovery call up. If you've never worked with me and you don't know if trading is for you, you don't know if hold on. Sorry guys, I'm using a new mic, so let me know if y'all can hear me okay. Drop in the chat a one. Let me know if the new mic is okay. Just trying out different things. I was using a laptop, using my Bluetooth, but I have a new mic now, so y'all let me know if it's good, too loud, and I'll continue using this. But we're also going to go over earnings. Got some big earnings coming up. So in the corner, if you look at the top corner, you got that discovery call. Scan it with your phone. It'll allow you to get on. You have 30 minutes to talk to me. Know what programs I have, what one-on-one opportunities I have. So again, people see the prices: $100 for one-on-ones, $1,000 for a mentorship at group, and then $2,000 at one-on-one, and they're like, whoa, that's a lot of money to be paying someone, and I don't know what they do. I've never worked with them. I want to ask questions to see if this is really for me. So again, if you want clarity, book your $27 discovery call. I mean, a lot of people leave with more information in that $27 than anything. It is over the phone. You'll get a link to be able to call me. I do have openings today and tomorrow if you'd like to chat. But again, drop in the comments. Let me know that you can hear me. Mic is okay. Just drop a one if y'all are able to hear me. Again, using a new mic. But there's the discovery call link. You can see there's multiple days available and plenty of opportunity to talk. So I'm going to go to a clean chart and just talk about SPY and what we got going on. We've just been on a tear. If you don't know what SPY is the spider, the S&P 500, and we have been roaring week over week. This is a weekly chart. This is in Trading View. I do pay for it, but they do have a free version. But week over week since March, we've been bullish every week. And all of this is stemming off of no tariffs, great earnings, and Trump going back and forth with the start of a moose being open or closed. So gee, we've just been running day to day. Though we've had some pullbacks, and that's all they have been, slight pullbacks. We have not just really sold off. So when you hear people say, "Oh, the market's selling off or crashing," we really haven't done that. We've left multiple gaps. To the downside, moving up, that we need to go back and fill. And until we do that, that's a little bit scary or alarming to me because we have not, every time we push up, we leave another gap. We push up. And if you all know me, if you've ever traded with me before, you know, and I'll pop it up. I had everything blinded, but all gaps must fill. The question is when. So at some point, we're going to have to come back and fill those gaps. And they usually do get filled. So that's super important that we want to pay attention to. I want to see if we have pullbacks this coming week. We also got the new Fed chair nominee. I've been telling you guys for months now, get familiar with Kevin Walsh. Kevin Walsh, I can't see y'all. Can somebody in here, if you can hear me, drop a one? I'm not seeing any comments, but I want to make sure y'all can hear me. So I'm going to pause for a second. If just somebody just drops in the comment section a one, let me know y'all can hear me. So Brandon, thank you so much. Okay, I wanted to make sure again. I'm using this new microphone, and I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not because I'm not seeing anything going off. Thank you, Alicia, Jamal. Thank you guys. Okay, I'm just making sure. I thought I was talking to the wall because I was like, I didn't want to get deep into this cast, and you guys can't even hear me explaining things. Okay, great. You guys can hear me. I appreciate you all. So this coming week. I want to see if we're going to have some pullback. Again, there's nothing on the chart. These are just daily candlesticks, but we did reach another all-time high. Again, each week we have these all-time highs, and we would normally see a pullback on Wednesday or Thursday just due to market structure. This Thursday we ran up. And why? Because Trump and about 16, well, I'm going to say about 16 of the CEOs, top CEOs, Apple, BlackRock, Nvidia, Tesla, they went on a plane to China. What were they doing? Hey, we don't know. They could be selling us for all we know, but that really had the market pumping. They didn't reach any agreements, and the market kind of sold down overnight. So again, I'm usually not wrong. I'm usually early, and I was anticipating a pullback. That little $10, $8 to $10 buffer, which is about our full ATR, happened overnight. So I want to see this week. What does Kevin Walsh have to say? What does he say in his first Fed meeting? And what we need to prepare for are one of three things: interest rate cut. If we get a rate cut, which I don't think we're inclined for, which would be, again, think about rate cuts. People don't understand what rate cuts are, but rate cuts are okay. You had a good report card. We're going to take you to go get ice cream. Rate cut, good thing. If we get a rate hike, that's a bad thing. That is going to increase interest rate. Markets are going to fall, or we get nothing at all. Two of those things can kind of bring the market down. No cut at all or a rate hike. So we want to anticipate to see what Walsh is going to say, and how that's going to play out. Also, we have big earnings. So I'm just going to jump ahead because we're already on the chart. Home Depot. If Home Depot is up or down, that lets us know how the economy with builders are doing. This sets a precedent. If Home Depot and Lowe's are selling down, that can usually drive the market down. We're not having home buying, home builders. So these are two economic wise things that we want to look at. If you're big on Chipotle, you want to take a look at Kava. Got Red Robin. It's neither here nor there. TJ Maxx, secondhand, or I want to say discount chain stores. Also lets us know, are they booming, letting us know more people are buying. Got Elf for beauty and makeup. They always deal with the shrink issue. Small products, easy to pocket. Are they being profitable? This is your key standout for this week. If you're not invested in Nvidia or have not, this is what you want to have on your radar. You want to take a look at Nvidia again. Nvidia CEO was on that plane to China with Trump. So this is going to be big for this week. And let's actually go over to the chart. Nvidia sitting at highs. We had all-time highs at about 236. We could definitely see 240s, and I believe this is, again, it's all-time highs. If you are anticipating trading around earnings, just know you're going to have some deep pockets. When it comes to earnings, usually the option chain is inflated, juiced, very much so more expensive. So let's just go ahead and take a look at this coming week. Oh, I forget we got those Monday, Wednesday, the Max 7. Let me look at the actual Friday contract. So the contract, they're going to have earnings on Wednesday. So earnings is on Wednesday. So we're going to have a contract expiring. But remember, they're going to have earnings after hours. So you don't have to run Monday and get a contract. You could get it at close, swing through Thursday. That is pretty risky. But we're going to be looking at the 18th, 20, and 22nd strike contracts. We don't have to immediately look at Monday. So let's look at those Wednesday contracts. Hold on. Why is it 22nd? Oh, no, they just got Monday. I thought they had a Wednesday, so they got a Monday, Friday contract. So we're not going to look at the Monday. We want that Wednesday. If we're looking at the 235s, 240s, you can see the price on those. And the option chain is heavy, not too intense, nothing that stands out too much to me. If we had a couple of volume and open interest over 100,000, that would stick out a little more to me. But if we're anticipating this hitting all-time highs, that 235 is going to be on your radar. The 240s are going to be on your radar as well. Now, you might say, Chaz, well, why aren't we looking at the 232.5s and the 237.5s? Because we're going to hit them first. Well, you can see those half incrementals, they're just psychologically where people don't want to trade. They don't like that half mark. So you're going to see more volume and open interest on the even set contracts. I hope that makes sense. So if we come back to the chart, anticipate bullish activity to retrace this 236. 240s. Now, what about the downside? This could pull back as well. We're hitting highs. People have missed entries. We could get a move back down to 216. It's very much so in range. Do we have any gaps here? Not too many gaps, but we can find that previous resistance and support sitting here at about 211. So between 210, 215, 211 to the downside, come back on the put side. We got people sitting at the 220s, 210s. I thought I saw 100. It was 14,200. I don't anticipate us pulling back. But again, anytime they want us to look left, it's probably an opportunity to look right. Markets did pull back. Again, this is going to be the driver. How does NVIDIA set? And this could be a driver for the overall market. If anybody trades NVIDIA, drop a 2 in the chat if you've been looking at them, or if you're anticipating earnings, drop some 2s in the chat. So let me go back. So we got NVIDIA, NIO. A lot of people trade NIO. I like Walmart, John Deere. That's going to be another one. As far as car parts, people have not been wanting to get into the trend of buying new cars because they have new chips and they have all these features that are going to go more subscription based. You're going to start to see cars made before the 2000s and the 90s without this chip technology and more not computerized based motors and engines. Those are going to be the big deal. Car lots are going to see a big boost because people are going to want the older vehicles and not the newer ones. So that is going to be a big deal. Ralph Lauren, in the last couple of months, I really didn't pay attention to Ralph Lauren. I do like their clothes, but it got a pop, and people were just like, okay, if I'm gonna buy the clothes, I'm gonna invest. And you can look at it from the top of the year. This thing was at 326, and I think over the past year, let's go back to January 2025. So had you invested last year in Ralph Lauren shares were $220 and now they're up to 326. The shares have been booming. People are still buying, they're still participating in the brand. And this was just a little slow under the radar. Option chain, I haven't looked at it in a little bit of time, but let's go check it out. Pretty pricey, and there's a very light spread. So this is one of the reasons I didn't really keep an eye on it. And you can tell by the option chain, we don't have weekly contracts, we only have monthly. That lets me know that people don't really trade this ticker. It has a very low volume. We'd also double check it and run it through, not YouTube. Let me go back over. We want to go to Yahoo Finance and look at RL. In order for us to trade on the option chain, we have to have volume. This one probably doesn't have a lot. Again, one of the rules, I see it's a couple of people on here who's taking the rules with me. When we look at volume and open interest, not volume, open interest, volume and average volume, what does this number need to be over? Anybody who's worked with me or you've traded, what does that need to be over? If we're trading options, how many shares need to be transacted daily on average? Let's learn some things. Let's run that criterion. I just got a polo book bag. I used to enjoy polo a lot, but the quality has gone down significantly. I used to go. I had polo shirts from like high school and junior high. They just were great quality. Didn't have to throw them away. They were great shirts, but the t-shirts have become quite trash. A million. That's right, Brandon. So a million. We need the volume and the average volume to be over a million. And you can see the shares don't move. But this doesn't make this a qualifier for us to want to trade doing option swing trading. You might, but I don't like the chain. It wouldn't be on or for me. As far as holding shares, I like it. And I just saw a glazed over Target. Target's going to be a big one as well that we want to look at. Again, those discount stores, we're going to have Ross. Zoom is a big one. I just saw my Zoom payment. They didn't even send me an email to say, hey, your payment's coming up. And I really don't care because it's a part of my business. But they could have gave me a heads up that my bill is coming out. But again, I do about, on a good week, 20 Zoom calls. On a bad week, and I say bad because there's too many, I do like 30 Zoom calls. That's a lot of calls during the week. So this is substantial to my business, but I like the quality. Each of my clients, they do get the replay of their video. They get a transcript, their AI notes taken, and they're able to come back and watch it. So it's a big part of the infrastructure for my business, meeting over Zoom, but I know people have created AI programs and different tools where they can host a Zoom. I don't know if it gives them that type of quality, but they're creating their own platform with their AI agents, and I'm wondering how Zoom is going to pick up or keep up with them. Like I said, Neo, Walmart got over 100 and they've been booming. Anytime we have recessions or pullbacks, Walmart is a staple because people are still going to shop. They're still going to need their minimal necessities. So consumer defense is always the category you want to look at when things are starting to look down. And then Webull. I've invested in Webull. They pull back. I want to see them do well. I think they should be a top leader in comparison to Robinhood, but still got to check it out. They got to get back up till about $8 and keep roaring. But they've been on a pullback. See, they're down to 7. I still think it's a good time for investment, but we can see they've been weak here. Again, we start to get this retracement. Once they hit that $8, we're about 750, back to 10, back to 16, 17, 18. Excuse me. I like them on their recovery period. So I'm just buying shares. I have not taken trades on them just yet. If I was looking at it, I probably look at some leaps on Bull or at least some longer swings. I gotta grab my charger. Let's look at some of those swings on Bull. Not a lot of people out here yet. Let's look at January. Let me grab my charger. Might have better luck on January's. All right, back in business. There we go. That's where the people are sitting at. So we have more open interest out here for the January than we do for that December. So these are things you want to keep an eye on. That 17.5. So we want to keep an eye out. So and a lot of you might be thinking, Chastity, why are we looking out so far? Why are you looking at January? Because this lets me know where the leaders may be thinking. Now, we may still have pullback in the market and other tickers will do well, but I just want to see where the mindset is. You can also see when you buy out this far, you have a much lower theta and a pretty high delta. If this thing starts to move, that delta looks pretty sweet. Let me see what Brandon's got that Walmart. I see Carl on Walmart 135. Let me take a look at that. Brandon's the expert. He's been trading Walmart in and out, just whooping them. So I take his word when it comes to Walmart on how they're doing and looking at their contracts. He trades them really good. I don't know why Weeboo's moving so slow today. So we look at those earnings, 135. I like it. It looks a little thin. I would have thought there would have been a little bit more activity out here, but 135 isn't bad. I like it, even in the money. Who else do we have? Oh, I said I was going to look at Zoom and Neo. Neo should be pretty affordable. I got slammed on Neo because I thought they were going to pick up and do well, and this thing just got tanked out. It moves slow, so again, this will have to be a swing months out. ATR is 0.3, so that's not giving us any day trading room. It would need to be a nice swing on Neo. Let's look at the monthly. So a Neo monthly, $7 strike. Can I know why this thing is in? It knows I'm sharing and wants to act all funky. There we go. So you can see that $7 Neo out a month, 24, $25, not bad at all. Volume and open interest there, very low theta. I mean, if we get bullish on them, that's a possibility. Let's see who else did I have. I looked at Zoom. Let's take a look at Zoom. Okay, they hit some highs and they're pulling back. They got a strong sell zone right there. I think I got a box, a trading range box for them. So if we come all the way back, oh, I moved the dang on box. It's not what I was trying to do. There we go. I'm not trying to move the box. I want to move the chart. There we go. So I moved it from, should have started about there. So we've just been in this big ass range. You see a lot of consolidation back there. Oh, hell. Come on. I don't know why this thing moving so slow. There we go. So high back to 126. So what can they do? Citigroup kept buy on Zoom, raised its price target to 122 from 105. So this could, from 106. So that could give them a boost. They got analysts saying positivity on them. We can see if it can hold above that midline, we can see a retracement. Again, I use Zoom pretty much daily unless I'm not getting on my computer. Oh, crap. We go back. Let's look at. So we'll look over Zoom. I'll go over the graduation information, and then I'll go over some. You guys can drop your tickers, and we can take a look at them. So Zoom chain thin for this week. This isn't. It's not a standout. Nobody really cares about Zoom on this week. Let's go out on a monthly. Get a little more activity on the monthly. So just keep them on watch. If the chain doesn't look good, I mean, we can have the opportunity for what we're looking for, but if nobody else cares, we're not going to be able to make money, and we don't want to get too expensive of contract based on like what if on swinging. So got those. So you see the front of my picture, I'm showing no opportunity for graduates. So starting in June, so from June through July, August, I usually take off. I am looking to take on. Can I look at Apple? Sure, we'll look at Apple. After I go over this, so for my graduates, so if you got a high schooler and they're going to be sitting on your couch this summer, they don't know if they want to go to college, they haven't gotten a job, you will have an opportunity to sign them up for my mentorship. My mentorship is 8 weeks. They can take it with me one on one, or they can take it with me in a group every Saturday. Saturday morning, 8 weeks, I will get them trained up on how to learn how to trade options and be able to make money. So a lot of times, again, our kids sit on the couch for the whole summer. They play again. If they can get online and play the Xbox and the PlayStation, Call of Duty, I can teach them how to trade. It's not that hard. Put them on a brokerage account, make $100 a day, and they stay out of your pockets. So that would be the opportunity starting in June. 8 week program. They can either take it one on one or with me. 10 for the group session. I'm only going to take 5 if I take them one on one. Group session will have a max of 10. So if you have a niece, nephew, son, or daughter, somebody graduating, and you think they need them, book a discovery call or reach out to me, drop grad on this video. I'll come back to it or under the video when you're doing the replay, and I'll get you that information. Group session, my group sessions will probably be $600 for them, which is a vast difference. My adults pay 8, and that's Saturday morning. But I know the youngsters are going to get it faster, so I'm not going to charge them as much. Again, $600. Most of them are going to get that with their graduation funds and money, and then they can learn a skill on how to invest and grow that $600 investment in learning. If they want to do it one on one, the one on one will be 800, a couple of dollars more, but still not a bad deal. My one on one mentorships with adults is usually 2K. But the graduates, I feel for them. I want them to learn this skill. They pick up on it faster, and they're going to do well. So again, if y'all got that, drop grad in the comments. If y'all think that's a good opportunity for them, let me know. And I'm going to start with the first ticker. Y'all go in and drop those tickers too. So we're going to start with Apple. Apple bullish to all-time high. So again, we got pullback, or we'll probably be looking at 300s, 305s for this to take another leg up. I like the chart clean. Why do I have dotted lines? What are these boxes? These are order blocks and for value gaps. The dotted lines are pre-market levels. I haven't looked at Apple in a while. It's kind of easy to trade just based off their ATR, trading within $2 to $5 each increment per day. So again, I like Apple. You just got to be careful on that pullback. But day trading Apple is beautiful. Again, like I said, 300, probably 302, 305, boom, 302, 305. That's going to be a 0 DTE. Pretty affordable. If you go out on the weekly, gonna cost you a little bit more, but I like it. I don't like the spread here though. I like the volume and open interest. I don't really like the spread. That's a fairly large spread. I don't like it. That's 13. I just don't like it. It needs to be better. Um, and why is this spread so high? And then again, here, this is $60 spread. That's a pretty high spread. So I like that Monday contract. I don't like the spread on the weekly. But let's go to June. Let's do a swing. If we're bullish on them, we buy some time. Let's say 312, 315. So the spread, even though it's gonna cost me, the spread's getting a little bit better. Not a whole lot. $10 theta, $8, not bad. I don't like the spread on the weekly. Any thought on Nook? I'm looking to understand its market. Let me read that. Market structure from a technical perspective. Let's look at it. I'll give y'all a heads up. I already had an analyst already call out Nook 25 call for January. So again, I believe I said that one on live. Nook has an ATR less than 1, so this is definitely something you're swinging, not necessarily day trading. So definitely buy some time. Let's go up on a weekly because it has more room. Where's that band at? There we go. This is what I'm trying to get into frame. So Nook highs up to 27s. Got a gap here at 16. Got another support at 15. And we're over that 12. So again, you always, when you're looking at Nook, you're not just looking at what is it doing right here. You want to go back and see what did it do when it was previously here. Most of these levels we've already been here before. So technically, let's see if I can get all of this in one frame. See that retracement? Once it gets over these sellers, that's your next sell block at about 16, another selling block at 18, 24, and so on. So you want to watch that movement week over week or at least swinging. So if I was looking at a monthly, because again, this thing moves slow, I'd be looking at Nook June's. Weeble is moving like molasses. June 18th. All right, $14, $15. Look at the volume of open interest. Beautiful. Look at that delta and theta. Everybody wants to trade NVIDIA and Microsoft, but you can come over here in this little sleeper and Nook and make money hand over foot if this continues to retrace up. I like it. Let's look at that January. It's January 20. I got June and not January. I was like, that's not the price of that contract. There we go. That's just the contract we're looking at. 20s are good too. You got 15s, 20, and 25. Beautiful contracts to pay attention to. Who else said Nook? Miss Sharon, why is Nook on your radar? Why is Nook? Is it just from the alert of people talking about it? Why is Nook on your radar? And y'all drop those next tickers that y'all want to check out. So does this mean go buy Nooks Monday morning when the market opens? No. Add it to your watch list. Start watching these contracts to see how they're moving. Are they making premium? And then look at the chart. Is it withstanding 14? Does it hold? If it pulls back, can 13.5 hold? Or can we go and have buyers pick up at 14? It's not about the stock has to retrace. It's like, oh, it's moving back up. It has to recover this level. No, Nook has to show its investors that it's valued at a higher price. People have to be willing to pay higher. So when I show you guys, if you go back and look one of my shorts about eggs, if you look at VWAP, you got the price of what people normally pay, and then if you want to, how do we get them to buy more? It has to be some added incentive to keep bringing that price up. Either FOMO, people missing out, advanced technology, some edge that they're gonna have that no one else has, and they see this as an opportunity to invest um before it shoots up and it never comes back down again. We're never gonna see Apple at $5 again. I say never, and they always say don't say never, but you're not gonna see a $5, $10 Apple contract. Apple has sustained its share price. So again, these are the opportunities to get into these companies at this price and hold. But if you're getting into it as an investor, you have to also have a exit plan. I watch a lot of trading videos now outside of entertainment, but more like what did they do wrong or how could it have been better. And if you watch Dumb Money, people made a lot of money, but they did not have a entry or exit plan. They were waiting for someone else to tell them. So if I invest $10,000 into Nook at 13, I need to know, okay, when my $10,000 hits 20, I'm taking it out. Or once Nook hits $16, I'm exiting my plan. Or once it retraces to 18, people will let the market retrace to a level, don't do anything with the profit, don't do anything, and then watch it sell back down. And as soon as it comes back down in Nook, they'll watch Nook go from $14 to $28 back down to 7. When do they sell? They'll sell at 7. Psychologically, they had no exit plan, but fear will allow you to exit at a negative versus a positive because the greed steps in. Like, oh, I want to get more. I want to get more. I'm going to keep holding. We have to have an exit plan. All right. It's one I have been trading for the last couple of months. How's that been going? How do you like it? Nokia has been around for like, it has. I mean, I remember having, I think that might have been one of my first cell phones. What's your trade idea for Roblox? Oh, no, RKLB. Let's take a look at RK. Keep those tickers coming. Y'all got me for about another 5 or 15 minutes. RL. I don't think I put that in right. Let me look at it again. I can't see it. RKLB. RK. RKLB. Oh, I remember. Okay, Rocket Lab. Woo, again, at those all-time highs. Look at this come again. Rocket Lab back in 2021, 10 bucks. This thing is over the moon and back. I mean, that was the buying opportunity at this 96 to 100 range, and it's just off. Let's come back down on a daily. Again, you want some pullback, but you're probably not going to get it up until 112, and it could hit a consolidation. You can see here, kind of bounces. So this is really about paying attention to the way the buyer set up. And let me just take a little preview of this range. So if this is the next opportunity from where we're trading out now, probably see another opportunity up to about probably 150. And this moves pretty nicely. Let's look at their monthly 150. And it might be a little early. Again, we're doing a little prediction, seeing where the market goes, and as hopefully the overall market doesn't do anything crazy. Again, when you're looking at volume and open interest over 1,000, I said the 150. That's the strike that looks the best, and it's because of a psychological. Just looking at the chart, plotting that range, that would be that opportunity. Spread is still a little wide, so you have to be careful there. When you see those spreads that wide, even though we see the move, that's a $100 spread. You don't want to be, that far off. So be careful with that one. I like it. I like the move, but the spreads need to be a lot better. Hey, don't laugh at me on Roblox. Yeah, contracts are expensive too. I've been trying to trade IWM, but I always get out on the trade too fast. I leave at least 20%. Well, we got to trade that into next week. So if you're leaving 20%, expand your stop loss for another 10% and then move that your take profit up a little bit more. So you're always looking at week over week. People, you want to make sure the main thing when it comes to option trading, futures, and forex, any of those things is journaling and making yourself better, being able to adjust what you did wrong in the previous week, and not actually wrong, just what didn't go as planned for the future week. So if I need to make adjustments, if I need to expand my stop loss or my take profit, you definitely got to pay attention to that. So give those contracts a little bit more room to breathe, and let your cut your bad trade soon, and let give your runners time to run. What else y'all got? Oh, that was Brandon Stark. I thought that was Stefan. That was Brandon. You'll get it, Brandon. If you need me, all you got to do is reach out. If you need a one on one, let me know. If we need to hop on while you're on a break, just let me know. I'm here for you. So any questions, guys? Anybody want to come up and talk? Anybody want to ask questions? I will share the link if you want to be added as a guest. I am interested. You guys see my email coming across. If you work with me and you want to be featured, have a product or anything, shoot me an email. I will be doing interviews or spotlight session of people who've traded, just to highlight their trading journey and working with me in the Discord. If that's something you want to do, just shoot me an email and give me a date, and I'll make that happen. You add in that StreamYard. So if anybody wants to come up, if you want to chat, talk about some tickers, you can even share your screen. I can add it to the StreamYard. So you got to have StreamYard. If so, I'll give y'all that opportunity. If not, we're going to get out of here in about 5 minutes. I mean, I wanted to make this quick, give you guys the opportunity to see about this upcoming week as far as earnings. As far as news, we don't have a lot of news. Let me actually go over to Forex Factory, because I already had it pulled up. So this week is going to be like not a lot of red floaters, unemployment changes, FOMC minutes, not much reaction in our usual unemployment claims. So it's going to be a fairly light week. So this is when I anticipate we're going to have earnings, do the big moves, and probably, Trump information. Those are going to, it's not designated news heavy, but it's going to be like those pop outs where people are going to make wins off the unexpected. Okay. So we got about 5 minutes. Any questions? Any other tickers that y'all would like to see? Now, pop up to Facebook. I know we're streaming over there, and I can't see y'all comments, but I will get back to it once I look at it over there. Absolutely, Miss Sharon. Well, guys, again, we like to make these quick, brief, go through what the earnings are looking like so we don't get trapped. Inside of Discord, Kendra is a beast. If you're not inside of Discord, you are missing out. Kendra has been a beast at some of the earnings plays. Let me actually pull that up. If you're not a part of Discord, you are truly missing out. Let me pop up the link. I think that's the right link. Hold on. I'll be messing up, guys. Hold on. Let me get y'all the right link. Shoot. And just comment Discord. I don't have it pulled up right now. I gotta change out the one that I had up, because I believe that's the wrong one. And I don't want y'all to not get access. But again, if you're interested in Discord, but Kendra been doing wow earnings plays, super affordable, and those things have been taken off with straight guidance. And they're kind of lotto plays, but they've been printing. If you're not a part of a trading community and you want to be a part of one, our Discord is phenomenal right now. It's 210 a month. If you go through me, if you just come send me an email, say Dr. Chaz, I want 50% off. I'll send you a code for you can get 50% off monthly, making it 110. So you're getting about 7 or 8 analysts that are calling trades daily for 110 bucks, and you can't beat that. If you want the lifetime, so if you want lifetime, I think the lifetime is like 2,000. And if you want to buy one, get 1 year, it's 974. So for 974, you can get 2 years for the price of one. So lock in, come trade with a community. And I appreciate you guys. You got 2 more minutes. I know the chat is a little delayed, but if it's nothing else, y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go. We got 2 minutes and then I'm getting out of here. Y'all better drop them tickers or we're about to go. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Again, if you're still here, if you enjoyed these, drop some sevens in the chat. If you enjoyed this me coming on, if you're still getting value from going over the charts, earnings, news, drop some sevens in the chat. Let me know y'all appreciate this because again, I do this for you guys. If nobody shows up, again, I only need one person to come on and get this information, and I'm happy. And so I just want to continue to bring value. If you guys are gaining it, thank you so much, Brandon. Y'all let me know if this is valuable for you guys and I should keep bringing it. I've been missing doing the weekly earnings because we got out of earnings season. So I want to bring that back. But we can do weekly recaps. Again, go over charting. If you traded and you failed and you want to see like, hey, Chaz, share my chart or why did my trade go left? We're going to do some charting recaps. This is what I do exclusively for my one-on-one clients. But I will try to drop in and do this at least twice a week with YouTube and Facebook so we can share those. Thank you so much. Well, I'm about to get off of here. I just saw Erica Williams. If you're not subscribed to the Classic Climb, definitely head over there. So I'm gonna end this for you guys. Head over to watch Classic Climb with Erica Williams. I'm sure she's giving us some great information. And then I gotta catch up. I think I'm about 4 episodes behind on Diamond Dave. So if you're not watching the Retail Trader either, you're missing out on the economic side on how to become a great trader. That is my mentor. That is who taught me how to trade with my foundation and wouldn't trade it for the world. So you guys have a good weekend. You might see me back tomorrow, but have a good one.